Last year my rent was $925. I just opened up this letter and it says your new rent amount is $2,300.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the high cost of living in America. So people can't afford to pay rent, people can't afford to buy a car, people can't afford even to buy their own groceries. So I'll put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my
Yo, what in the actual going on out here in Cali, man? Last year my rent was $925. I just opened up this letter and it says your new rent amount is $2,300 starting on the 1st. No upgrades, no renovations. They didn't even add a fucking washer and a dryer. This is crazy, man. I mean, is everybody else dealing with this? Or am I the only one?
I'm on one this morning. I just need to rant. I'm so tired of quite literally everything just going up in pricing. This whole year, starting in March, I've had increases in like everything. Increases that I was not expecting whatsoever. When I bought my property, I locked in at a really great rate. It was right before interest rates went up. So my mortgage and tax payments were comfortable, right? Starting in March, $175 extra going towards those payments. Shock. I was literally hysterical because I just switched jobs. I was getting used to the new like income setup for myself, right? So that $175 per month was like ultra shock for me. The community I live in just had to redo all of the roofs in the community, right? And you would think that the HOA would take care of all of that. No. They took from the reserves. Plus, it was a set dollar amount per household. And when I tell you my jaw dropped with how much money it was per household, I'm in a condo. So I barely have like a full freaking roof on my house. And they're $12,000, $12K. Do I just have that lying around right now? No, not at all. So that's a monthly payment of $130 over the next however many years. I think it's 10 years till it's paid off. And do you know how much interest that's going to? I can't. It hurts my soul. Outside of that, my HOA just notified us today that it's going up $28 a month. That might not seem like a lot, but now our HOA bill is literally going to be $370 because there's an online service fee too. So that's included in that $370. What else is going to go up? I don't know if my wallet can physically handle any more expenses going up. It's so crazy how expensive life is.
I found screenshots of what I was paying for rent in 2019 in my first apartment and what I was taking home from work. I knew this information, but just looking at it is so fucking unreal. Rent was $995 a month. And for context, if you know the area, I lived in Sandy Springs, Georgia, which is known for being like a really nice area. I was like 20 years old. I think I had just turned 20. I'm not even gonna lie, I was standing on big business. Like I felt like I was doing something. $11.27 a month by myself? Guys, I was making $16.83 an hour. And I could afford to live by myself. I mean, I wasn't living like a queen, but I could pay all my bills and eat out sometimes. These are my current utilities. Usually my rent is around $16.80 a month. My rent has gone up $500 a month. To be fair, I do make more than double than I was making before, but this is what lifestyle creep looks like. The cost of living goes up every time people make a little bit more.
Why is no one talking about how serious the cost of living actually is? So we pay like a really cheap amount of rent compared to like all the other rent I see, and we're a family of 6. We pay $950 rent. That's cheap. We're in Missouri. It's like not some nice new place or anything. It was actually built in 1890. My husband is working 3 jobs right now. We buy absolutely nothing that we don't need, and we actually go without a lot of things that we actually do need. I feel like if you're able to do anything that's not just surviving, then you got it good. I feel so sad that I didn't appreciate the times where we were able to actually have fun at this point. So much has changed in the past few years. Like, what? I just really want to know. How is everyone surviving? Is everyone working like 24/7? Because that's what my husband does, and I'm just home with my little kids all the time. It's kind of like depressing that we're never together as a family. So I don't know. I hope one day we can be, but it sucks.
Guys, I am in Walmart and I am looking for the baby pull-ups. Why are the pull-ups $30? When I mean, look, $30 for some pull-ups is out of control. It's wilding. Like, they only have them on for 5 minutes. So, what do y'all think that a parent should do? Get the small pack or just put more diapers on them? But what about when you're trying to train your child? Is it a difference? So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that is out of control, or do y'all think that is a perfect price for some pull-ups? I don't think that's cool for a small box of pull-ups, but y'all let me know what y'all think.
The cost of living in this country is currently, it's not going to be, it is currently unsustainable. And there are people that they know this, but then they'll still look at somebody else that's struggling and then tell them they're not doing good enough. I want you to imagine somebody that makes $75,000 a year. That's a pretty high up wage in terms of like top earners in this country, $75,000 a year. And we're going to go through some things here. This is a person with no debt outside of a car. And please don't hit me with the, you can go buy a car for, shut up, you can't, shut up, stop saying ridiculous things. An entry-level decent car is $30,000. So this person who puts $200 a month into insurance and they pay 5% into their 401k because, shut up, people should be able to put money into their retirement. Because if you're not doing it now, you're never going to get to start doing it later. So after those two things come out of their paycheck, and their taxes are paid, they bring home $53,850 a year from a $75,000 paycheck. Average rent in my state for a one-bedroom apartment, because an adult should be able to live by themselves, $1,700. That car payment at 6% for an entry-level, very reasonable sedan, nothing fancy, a car payment's $579 a month. Car insurance, $240 or so a month for a lot of vehicles in this day and age. You're a young person, you've got a nice job, but the insurance companies still want to screw you over. Food. You only cook at home. You never, ever go out. You only cook at home and you only eat decent quality food because a human being should be allowed to eat decent quality food. You pay $879 a month for that. You spend $250 a month in gas. You wear and tear on your car $100 a month. $80 for your phone, $80 for your internet, $175 a month for your electricity, $70 for your water, $20 for your cash. You make $75,000 a year, and outside of a car payment, you have zero debt. Do you know how much money you have left over annually at a $75,000 wage? You do nothing. You don't own a Netflix. You don't go out on a date. You don't pay to go to a park. You don't go watch a movie. You do nothing. If you can't find it on the internet for free, you don't get to do it. If you can't cook it at home for your $800, you don't get to do it. You have $3,700 left over annually. That's like $320 a month. And there's going to be, well, that's $300. Shut up. Shut your stupid, contrarian, edgelord mouth. That's not a doctor bill, because God knows just because we have insurance doesn't mean that we don't still pay far out the ass when we go to the doctors. People like to be entertained. They want to date. They want to... There's those of you out there that will tell somebody living like this on $75,000 a year before taxes that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, that they should get a second job, that they should get a side hustle, that they should get a better job. And the fact that you would look at somebody with no debt other than a car and say something like this to them means objectively you're a moron and you live in a fantasy world. This is
Hey, I don't give a damn what nobody say. It has never been this expensive to live. Ever. Like, in no era when motherfuckers was making $1 an hour, it was never this expensive to live. Eggs, $10 a piece. Like, you walk in the store, you get 3 things, you at fucking $65. Obviously, I just went, grocery shopping, so I'm venting a little bit, but like, this shit don't make no sense. It really makes absolutely no sense how expensive shit is. Like, so if you ain't got a partner that's really ready and willing to help you out and like really like build this shit together, man, get the fuck on. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is not the time to be taking care of nobody else. I don't give a damn what you say. If the motherfucker ain't helping, they are literally hindering your ability to be able to get shit done.
Hey, you don't think London's bad, bro? They're charging $10.29 for cocoa butter and $11.49. Yeah, it's long. 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 An hour's wages to cream your leg. Bro, it's long, bro. It's alright, bro. Me, I'll go that here and just do that on my skin. Are you alright? $11. Kai! I told my dad it was $11 when I was a kid to cream me. He would just lie on the floor. He says, okay, put on your singlets.
So I know you guys, you've watched the videos, and the cost of living is so insane. It's going up every day. And I've seen a lot of videos on my FYP. A lot of people are coming out clean, open, and saying that the cost of living is hitting them so bad. And most of these people, they are all generations, okay? Even the boomers, they're being affected. The Gen Zs, okay? They're being so affected because they can't even afford to pay rent at this point. People are working two jobs and they can't even afford to lead this life. Okay, people are just in survival mode in America at this point. They don't even know what to do. So I've seen a lot of videos on my FYP where rent is insane increased. People are just receiving that news that they're going to be paying a certain amount. So, for example, I came across this video where a woman, she was paying, her rent was $900, and the landlord has increased her rent to 1,500. Imagine that you're just paying 900, and boom, they're just telling you, okay, your rent has increased. Like, I'm using one paycheck, so how am I going to balance all these things? So everything like is really crazy. And let's come to grocery. These are just basic needs. You need just a roof on your head. It's very important for you to have this roof. And the crazy video which I saw, which broke my heart on this internet, is I saw a kid in the car. The mother couldn't manage to pay rent. Now they're living in the car, and this baby was solving her homework in the car. I just imagine myself being in such a situation. Like, it's so heartbreaking. Like, this kid needs these basic needs. He just need a roof on his head. He needs food. He needs to go to school. These are just basic needs that people need. Everyone should manage. Now, because of the high cost of living, they don't know what to do. They just can't afford their car at this point. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about is people are in survival mode. Their mental health is not good. They're just thinking, what am I going to do next? How am I going to get fed? People are choosing to eat one meal every day for them to save some money to pay rent, to pay food, to pay all these bills like electricity, water. And in this world, like, I know in America they said when you work hard, you go to college, you work hard, you go to college, you have a job, and you're going to live a good life. You'll be able to afford to buy food, you afford to pay rent or buy a house. Mostly, it was the American dream is buying a house, having your own house, and live life, having nice cars. But this dream is a lie. Like, people, this is when they're realizing, like, they promise us a dream which is a lie. And most of the people now they're coming up clean and say the same people they made us get credit student loans so that we you learn and they make you in big debt, like you have big problems. Even if you go to this school, these degrees, they can't even find you a job which is going to pay the amount of money which you got from the student loans. So everything is really messed up, and I'm really thanking the younger generation are just coming. Gen Zs are not playing. They're coming to say clean. They're not going to buy houses because they can't afford it. Okay, they can't get something which will be paid for all their heirs. They're not going to enjoy their money. So they are just normalizing renting and all these things. And I understand them. Okay, because they can't even afford because it's so expensive. Imagine I saw a video of a woman saying she got her loan in 2016 and her mother got some part which she's paying for her, and she's still paying the same amount which the mother was paying in 2016. In 2025 they're still paying the same amount of loan. Like, where are we going? Where are we going? Like, really, people are just having headaches, they're not even sleeping at night. It's really going crazy at this point, and people can't even afford to live. And especially for those which are having a lot of kids, like, how are these people going to survive if the cost of living is going crazy like this? And the other thing which we were experiencing in 2025 is no jobs. Okay, no one is hiring. Even if you are looking for a job, people are in LinkedIn, on Indeed, they're not even getting employed. Like, you can have an interview but people just don't get back to you. Like, this is a new normal now in America. Even if you apply for a job, they won't get back to you, or maybe you'll get a rejection if you're lucky, but companies don't get back to you. And a lots of laid offs. I've seen truck drivers getting laid off. I've seen a lot of tech workers on TikTok saying we've been laid off, and I don't even have a plan myself because how where am I going to start from? Next month I'm supposed to pay my rent. Like, I didn't know that I'll be getting laid off, and they just lay you off like that. I live paycheck to paycheck. How am I going to afford this, like afford this life? So it's just going crazy, and people now, they don't even know what to do. They are just in this survival mode, which I'm just saying at this point. Life is not good. Life is not happening because I know as people we expected more. We wanted to see people getting more jobs, life becoming, but it's not happening at this point. Like, people are now losing hope. They were hoping for something, but they're losing hope because they're not getting jobs. They can't even manage to pay rent. Now the groceries have gone up $100. You can buy little things for a week for a family of one. I saw someone came, they are doing groceries like for 1600 for family of three for the whole month, like two. Um for them to manage like the whole month. So everything is literally crazy. We don't know where we are going. So a lot of people are losing hope, and some of these people they're leaving America to go live somewhere else. Okay, so that's a video for today. Please subscribe to my channel. I see you in the next episode. Bye.